I'm Nicole, and I'm a senior editor on the books team at America's Test Kitchen. So we're making our own homemade sweet vermouth, which is an aromatized fortified wine that has its origins in Italy. So you'll typically have vermouth in a Manhattan, also an Americano, and a Negroni. But people also drink sweet vermouth on its own, and in countries like Spain, they have what's called la hora del vermouth, the vermouth hour, a time to have a little bit of vermouth with some olives and some snacks to kind of open the appetite. What we were going for here is a kind of vermouth that you could use in your favorite cocktails, but also something that we thought was good enough as a sipping vermouth as well. Okay, so to make our vermouth, we started with 6 ounces of vodka, half a cup of golden raisins that we chopped up to sort of give them a greater surface area to macerate. We also added 2 strips of fresh orange zest. One of the most basic ingredients that you find in vermouth is something called wormwood. Wormwood is a plant known as Artemisia absinthium, which is also what's used to flavor absinthe. We included some chamomile, sage, and thyme for herbal notes. We also included some warm spices, coriander, clove, cardamom, star anise. We used those to flavor our vermouth in the way that we liked. We used that high potency of that neutral spirit to extract the flavor compounds from the botanicals. We just did that overnight. Then we strained that off, and we had a beautiful sort of super aromatic amber colored liquid that needed to be sweetened. We made a very, very simple caramel. You're basically just starting off with 3/4 of a cup of sugar and 2 ounces of hot water in a saucepan that you heat over medium heat until you start to see a little bit of coloration on the edge of the caramel. And at that point, we removed the caramel from the heat. To keep the caramel from hardening up in the pot, we needed to add something to it. So we took 4 ounces of tea that we made with hibiscus flowers, which have a slight tart flavor that we liked in the vermouth and had a beautiful red color. To finish the vermouth, it's really quite simple. You have your jar with your aromatized vodka, and then into that we added a measured amount of white wine. We prefer like a Pinot Grigio, and then we finished it by pouring in our beautiful syrup. Close up the jar, give it a gentle shake, and your vermouth is ready to go. I like to drink my sweet vermouth just over ice with an orange wedge. Delicious.